When tragedy strikes across the world, across the country, in our backyard, when people are at their lowest moments and they don't know where to turn, they have somebody that they can trust in the Red Cross. Our mission is to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies. That Red Cross emblem, it's universal for hope and compassion.
So when you look at what helps eliminate human suffering, it's building resilient communities, whether it's helping support disaster services, home fires, or first aid, CPR training, services to the armed forces, and blood drives. When we are able to have the right amount of units of blood on the shelves, I like to think of it as giving access to our services, access to life. It can go to somebody who just had an accident, a mother giving birth, cancer patients. It goes to those who are having surgery.
The American Red Cross supplies 40% of the nation's blood supply. And if we were not able to do what we needed to, we would leave a huge gap in being able to deliver those life-saving blood products.
When the blood is limited, then we're limited to who it can go to. So most importantly, we just need to be consistent about having blood on the shelf.
We know that disasters are becoming more common. They're becoming more intense.
This has been a very long week for the millions suffering in Texas.
A region of 6.8 million people sheltering in place
as the shooting was the deadliest at a grade school.
San Antonio faces fire and ice. President Joe Biden says he's declaring the entire state a disaster zone.
Our need to be able to respond and mobilize and support our community during disaster relief is only becoming that much more critical. But what most people don't realize is how much a significant disaster can impact the blood collection that we do in that region. Being somebody who needed that life-saving blood, I had thankfully a successful ending, but that was because the blood I needed was there, and that the supply was not interrupted at a time that my life was hanging in a balance. So in April 2023, my husband and I welcomed our first child, my daughter. During my labor, I was hemorrhaging and my blood loss was significant. They determined that I had retained about a 4-centimeter piece of my placenta on my uterine wall, and that placenta was becoming toxic to my body. They said, it's gonna be an easy procedure. We're gonna go in, we're gonna take it out, and then you'll be good as new. During that procedure, I ended up hemorrhaging again and lost about 40% of my blood supply during the operation. I remember at one point when I was conscious, I started to just feel a little faint. And I started to see things like black and white. And I looked over at my husband and I said, I don't feel very well. And he looked over and he said at that point, like I had gone 4 shades white. And almost instantly, I started to feel myself lose consciousness. These doctors that I had never seen before came into the room and I heard him say, where's her blood? She needs this blood to save her life. And in that moment, as they were laying me back, 2 thoughts came to my mind. 10 years I've been with the Red Cross, and I never got it until that moment. And the second thought was thinking that I saw my daughter for the last time. They got the blood into my system, and it was about 10 minutes from the time that I started to feel faint and I started to crash until they had the blood in my system and I was basically coming back to life. It takes about 10 minutes for somebody to go donate blood, and that was not lost on me in those moments.